In just minutes, the Congressional Budget Office will release its updated report on President Trump's signature spending law, the CBO's final word on who Trump's so-called big beautiful bill benefits and who it hurts. It will reflect the changes made before the bill was signed into law on July 4th. The CBO previously estimated it would add $3.4 trillion to the national debt, but that number is expected to rise in this final report. Joining us now, Pennsylvania Democratic Congressman and ranking member of the Budget Committee, Brendan Boyle, who got an early look at the CBO report. So, Congressman, the report is out to the public in 10 minutes, but you've seen it. What stands out to you?
Well, this is really quite unique compared to previous tax cuts in American history. Whether it was the Reagan tax cuts of '81 or the George W. Bush tax cuts of 2 decades ago, those rounds of tax cuts saw all Americans better off, the rich getting more than the poor, but everyone at least somewhat better off. This is very different. CBO just released confirmation that if you were in the bottom quarter of American households, you were actually worse off or poorer as a result of the Trump Republican so-called big, beautiful bill. If you were at the very top, however, of the income distribution, you get by far the biggest benefit. So this really is a big, beautiful bill for billionaires. But for the poor and the working class in this country, you are actually poorer as a result of this legislation.
And for future generations, what does this updated CBO report say about how the law will impact the deficit?
Well, consistent with previous reports that they had put out, this does show trillions and trillions more added to deficit and our national debt. It truly is remarkable when taken in its totality. It is the largest transfer of wealth in American history, only it's Robin Hood in reverse. It is taking from lower income folks and working class folks and sending the money to the very top.
So does what the CBO says, do you think, resonate until people actually start to feel the impact in their daily lives? And I say this because President Trump and his allies have repeatedly eviscerated the office's credibility. They've said that the numbers from the CBO aren't accurate.
Well, of course, the Congressional Budget Office is by law the authority on these matters. It is nonpartisan. It has to be. And in fact, it is a Republican who runs the Congressional Budget Office. So the reality is, it's like if you're a sports fan and the referee gives a call you don't like, suddenly you're yelling at the referee. If you're yelling at the referee, your side is probably losing. And that's the case here. Polls continue to show that this is actually the single most unpopular major piece of legislation to pass Congress in my lifetime. So I think most Americans are already getting the message that this bill is for the very rich and it is not for them. That's why the bill is so unpopular.
Then I guess the question becomes for Democrats who voted against it. Will it make a difference next year when we see so many people running for Congress, running for re-election? What's the impact going to be? Is this the thing people will vote on?
I believe that it is one of the major things that people will vote on literally just a year and a few months from now. Let's not forget that more than 15 million Americans are going to lose their health care coverage as a result of this legislation. The Medicaid cuts, very cynically, were delayed until December of 2026. It was no accident they delayed that until the month after the election date. But what they didn't delay are actually all of the cuts that will happen to Obamacare. They will start this upcoming January, and already private insurers are sending out their letters that will show that there will be dramatic increases in insurance premiums for the rest of the American people who may retain their health insurance. So when you take that combined with the cuts to student loan repayment programs, the cuts to nutrition assistance, the increase the deficit and debt, which will only make it more expensive to get your mortgage or get your auto loan, I think that this is going to do real damage to Republicans running for re-election next year.
We only have 30 seconds. I'll ask it quickly. Even if Democrats are voted into power, if they control the House and the Senate, how difficult would it be to reverse what this has done or will be doing?
Well, a lot would really depend on what our margins are and then whether or not we've won the Senate. But I believe that one of the top priorities for any Democratic Congress would be restoring these devastating cuts that were made to Medicaid or Obamacare and trying to get health insurance coverage back for those who are about to lose it because of this big, ugly bill becoming law.
Congressman Brendan Boyle, thank you.